Today, we're going to build a TIE Interceptor using 24 Lego pieces.
These are all the pieces you are going to need. In the description of this video, I left the piece names, count, and design IDs.
We're going to start with this 1x3 plate piece. And in the center stud of this 1x3 plate piece, I'm going to grab a translucent red 1x1 plate piece and put that right there on the center. And then once I've gotten the center, I'm going to grab two of these 1x1 plates with the clip-on side, and put those on the other ends, the two studs on the end sticking out, because that's where I'm going to put my TIE Fighter wings. And now I just need to close this off with another dark bluish gray 1x3 plate piece. And now I've got the body, but I don't have a cockpit of my TIE Fighter. So to create the cockpit, I'm going to grab this minifigure neck bracket and put it onto the top center stud of my 1x3 plate so it hangs over the front. And that's where we're kind of covering up that back red engine of my TIE Interceptor. And now we can kind of build the canopy or the cockpit of our TIE. And to do the TIE cockpit, we're going to grab this 2x2 inverted radar dish and put it so that the inverted radar dish is sticking towards our cockpit and the little rounded end is sticking out. And then I'm going to get a 1x1 translucent dark black piece, so a translucent black tile piece, and put that on the inverted radar dish. And here's the center of my TIE Interceptor. Now, this design has been around for a long time with Lego. I just thought I'd finally do a tutorial on it because, like I said, it's everywhere, it's very popular, and I just thought in case you're ever wondering how to build it, this is how to build it. So the next thing we need to do is get those iconic inverted TIE Interceptor wings, the little points. And to do that, I'm gonna grab a 1x2 plate with two clips on the side. So 1x2 plate with two clips on the side. I'm gonna have those facing down. And the next thing I'm gonna do is grab a 3x2 wedge plate. What I wanna do is I want the wedge plate to go onto that front stud like this and down so that the flat end is going along the clips and it's sloping up towards the top. And then I'm gonna get this 2x2 wedge plate, and I'm going to put it, see, when we put it down, the flat ends of the wedge are on the side and the bottom. So they kind of touch the wedge and on the bottom. This kind of gives that nice shape of the the Interceptor's wing. And the next thing I'm going to do is you've got these the two studs that with this center seam between the two wedge plates. I'm going to grab one of these 1x2 ingot pieces. And the ingot piece goes right there on the bottom two studs. And it just makes like a tighter connection so these wings don't fall apart. So that's the top. For the bottom, I'm going to get a 1x2 plate with bar handle, with a closed bar handle. And now we want it the opposite way because these pieces are going to go together. So if this is on the facing down, this piece is going to face up. And same thing, but we're doing it backwards. So now I've got that flat end and then it slopes down, but I have that flat end towards the handle down, and it kind of points here. Get another 2x2 wedge plate, and same kind of concept. I've got the flat end against the end of my wedge plate, and then it flat end on the top near the handle, so you kind of get that slope in the back. We get another 1x2 ingot piece, and just put it on those two studs, those two center studs that are kind of like the seam of my two wedge plates to make it a better fit. And then when that's done, I just put those two pieces together. I put the two clips onto the open bar or the closed bar together like this. I grab my body of my TIE, and what I do is I use that clip. You can kind of see where that center bar is exposed. I just put that clip in here, and there it is. My TIE cockpit fell off. I'm going to put that back on, and then curve them down. And now you do the exact same thing, but it's like an opposite build. And to be honest, it doesn't matter which one of these plates is on the top or the bottom. That's just like however you want. It doesn't really make a difference. You just need that center gap there to put onto the clip. But you kind of see same concept. It goes up, and then the wedge plate down. The straight ends are in the center towards the clips. You find that little center part, put it onto the clip, squeeze it together. Then you just kind of adjust your wings, and here is a TIE Interceptor, one of the elite TIE fighters of the Imperial Navy.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.